Well, hello and welcome. My name is Terry Ayers, and I'm going to be teaching this class on the Elm Street Bag. And it's going to be really fun. I've kind of been going through the instructions and such, and there are just some things that aren't in the instructions that may be helpful to you, especially if you're new to all this. So I wanted to help you get ready and prepare to have a successful class, a successful bag making class. It's so much fun. So first thing you want to do is to, of course, gather all your fabrics, decide, what you're going to make and, the color combinations and such. And you'll have all the instructions for how much fabric you need to buy. The thing that's not in the instructions is the type of stabilizers and interfacings and such that we need to use. So what I like to use is is SF101 by Pellon, and it is a nice cotton, lightweight with a fusible back. And what you want to do to prepare your fabric is to measure out all the pattern pieces on the fabric that you're going to be cutting, and then cut a piece of SF101 the size of the field that you're going to be cutting on, and fuse it to the fabric before you start cutting. And that way you've done two jobs at once. You've cut your interfacing and the fabric at the same time, and it's just easier. It keeps the fabric from fraying and such. So I highly suggest doing that. That's the way I do things. There are some things that I don't fuse right away. You're not going to fuse the straps, okay? So cut the 3-inch length of fabrics on the straps, cut the 3-inch on your stabilizer, or actually interfacing. This is interfacing. And cut that as well. And we will fuse that on during class. So don't do your straps, but do all the other pieces, okay? You're going to find your pattern. You're going to cut out the pattern pieces. So you're going to find this page in your patterns. And what you want to do is take this to a copier, copy both sides, copy, one side at a time. So you have 2 cardboard pieces. Actually, I do 3. So I have, I'll make a copy of this page, and this page, I only make 1 copy of, but this page I make 2 copies of, because you're going to want 2 copies of these pieces here. And I usually make them on cardstock. So that way I can reuse them, and they're just more stable than a flimsy piece of paper. So cardstock is great. If you don't have cardstock, just use regular paper. That's fine. But in the future, you may want to consider that. On this piece here, this is the gusset template right here. You're going to cut these 2 pieces out and tape them together to make this piece right here, okay? But what I like to do, because this is cut on the fold, you'll see that it says fold right here, so you cut it on the fold. I like to go ahead and make 2 of these pieces and then tape them together. This is going to be the gusset. It's going to go around your bag. So I like to cut it in 1 piece. I want to cut my stabilizer in 1 piece. And if I can, I like to cut the interfacing in 1 piece. And if it's a non-directional fabric, I like to cut it in 1 piece. So sometimes you're going to find you have a directional fabric, and I thought I was going to be able to cut my outside exterior in 1 piece, but then I realized it really is directional and it didn't look right. So I ended up using 1 piece and not cutting it on the fold, but cutting 1 piece and then cutting it about a 1/4 inch longer. And I did the same for the other piece. So that way they're both running the same direction. And then I just sew it together at the bottom with a 1/4 inch seam. And then after I do that, I will put on the SF101. But if for some reason you went ahead and fused it and cut them out separately, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Little details, So anyway, I hope that helps you on that. Other pieces are just going to be measured. Like they have some pieces that are 9.5 by 8.5. You're going to cut a couple of those, and you're going to cut several pieces just by the measurements that they give you. There's no pattern piece. But make sure that everything, all the cotton pieces are fused with the interfacing. We want to make sure of that, okay? Let's see, what else? I'm going to talk about the stabilizer shortly after this video, but I think that's it. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to making this awesome bag with you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.